Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We got some Loxley darts for you today, and we got something a bit interesting. Hopefully I say this properly, and it is the Turtle Schlichting. David Schlichting. I'm not great with names, so please don't berate me with lots of it. Oh, you're saying it wrong. I'm trying my best that it's not natural to me. The dart itself looks really interesting. The case stands out well, but the grip, it sort of reminds me a little bit of something. But what we'll do is we'll head on over to the table and we'll have a closer look. Okay, so we're over at the table and we've got some Loxley darts. We've got the Turtle David Schlichting. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not absolutely great with names, unfortunately. We got the 22 gram, and as it's a turtle, we got this sort of like shell sort of pattern here of the sections on a turtle shell in this vibrant green. Picture of him here as well, and 90% tungsten. Window showing the dart setup with the flights. Over on the back, we got some information about Loxley and obviously information about Schlichting himself. Also some sort of like media information there for following them and safety info. Let's get the darts out, have a closer look. So the darts come in this EVA foam insert, does what it needs to, holding everything in place, showing these really sort of like vibrant, sort of like white, gold and green flights, and the gold really does show up against this black background. Let's get the darts out, have a closer look. Starting at the front, we have a standard black coated point that Loxley like to use, and then we go into this tapered conical nose with these extra sort of like tear-shaped lateral grooves. The front section here, which is about a quarter of the dart, we have this concave ring and groove section. The ring section is very thin, and then a wide concaved groove. Then we got this extra ring section with the Loxley etched in, and then at the back we have even more of that conical groove with the very narrow rings. Being so like quite hard finger and thumb, I'm going into these grooves really easy. The ringed section that is very narrow, I can catch on those really well, but they're nicely rounded so it doesn't feel sharp to the touch. Whether you're a front, mid or rear gripper, you're keeping the same grip pattern, which is really good. So if you want to play about and find a decent area, it's going to be all right as well. It's a nice paralleled dart, so nicely centered weighted, which is really good. And then obviously at the back we have the short Loxley stem. Balance is really nice. Obviously with the weight of these, it's nice feeling, and I feel because it's not a sharp grip, you can get a nice decent control out of it. Obviously we've got the weight here, and the measurements is 50.8 millimeters in length and 6.4 millimeters in width, so it's a nice steady width. You get a nice decent grouping, and with that so like tapered conical nose, you can get them really nice and tight together as well. Fairly long, there's no smooth section at the back, so it goes straight into a sharp taper to the stem, but I do like that because you can hold at the very back of the dart, and you've got a nice grippy section there to throw from. What I think we'll do is we'll go and head on over to the board and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so we're over in the dart room and we've got some David Schlichting darts. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not great when it comes to darts names, but people may know him as the Turtle, and these are from Loxley. I'm going to have a few throws so I can get used to them. The grip itself sort of reminds me of the old purist grip with like a concave groove and a very thin ring. Might have to adjust my grip a little bit because the grip on this goes right to the very back of the barrel. So let's have a couple of throws, see how we get on before going into our practice routine. So let's go. A little bit wide to start. 41. A little bit of a wobble through the air. Move my grip forward just a little bit to compensate. Or bit of a deflection off to the side, but a 55 we're compensating and making the adjustments. So yeah, I think we should be all right. We'll go straight into our 201 practice routine. Game on. Or a very tight 81. Left ourselves 120. Oh, drop the flight. Oh, here we go. Oh dear. 80 scored. We've left ourselves 40. Shame that one fell out. But just the tops to go. Oh, just under the wire. Bit of double trouble. 20 left to get. There we go, in one. Took me 10 darts. I had some double trouble. A little bit of adjusting to do. I'm not sure what it is about the purist grip. I'm not the greatest with it. But yeah, let's go have a final thought. Well, I was a little bit disappointed. It ended up taking me 10 darts to do this. I was hoping to do a bit better because the grip itself sort of reminded me of the old purist grip, but it is different. The space in between the rings is quite wide. The rings themselves are really thin, but everything's rounded off, so there's no sharp edges or anything like that, and your fingers do fit into them really well and gives you a nice clean release each and every time. I'm going to give it a grip rating of 2.5, dead smack in the middle. The grip goes the whole way down the dart, so it doesn't matter if you're a rear, mid or front gripper, you're getting the same feel wherever you're going, so you can even swap it about and play about to get the right sort of balance. The weights that it comes in is 22 and 24 grams. Not a massive range, but that's dead smack around, sort of like the middle area of what most people tend to be throwing nowadays. Price point is £51.95. It's a 90% tungsten dart and it's a player's dart, so that's a really good price point. If you've got a set of these, or you're looking at getting a set, or you've got any questions, or you agree or disagree with anything I've said, head on down into the comment section and let us know. Make sure you head on over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv. Lots of stuff on there. We've got reviews of all the stuff we've done in the past, and there's articles to do with like the Premier League, players, competitions and everything. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell. We've got lots of stuff coming up in the future, something that might even take your fancy, or it could be a new release that you haven't seen yet. And as always, come back, check us out again soon. Bye.